My nose got itchy right as soon as I started. Crazy. Anyways, and it's still itchy. Oh no. That was gross. Okay, whatever. Anyways, welcome y'all. I'm Vienna, the insurance exam teacher. I help people become insurance agents. So if you are thinking about becoming an insurance agent, drop your questions down in the comments. Yes, I am hiring. Oh, I'm mirroring this thing. So these are the benefits. It is free to join my company. You start off at 70% commission. So you start off much higher than most places, and you do not have to pay to start joining and working with our company. You get free training for your insurance class. That's right, free training for your insurance class with yours truly. So you could potentially get your license without having to pay for a pre-licensing course depending on your state. And yes, I am recruiting in all 50 states. So drop your state down in the comments. Let me know where you're at. Let me know if you're interested, and I can possibly help you with that. 40 plus companies to work with. Yes, guys, we got 40 plus companies to work with, and we sell everything. Health insurance, life insurance, term and whole. We also have Medicare, Medicaid, Medicare, all of those fun things as well. Hey there, welcome everybody, welcome everybody. I'm Vienna, the insurance exam teacher. I help people become insurance agents. I train them, I tutor them, I help them start in the insurance industry if that's something you're interested in. Some of the benefits to working with my company, because yes, I am recruiting people, but if you are already with the company and all you want to do is get help passing the test, then that's what we will do. I help people pass the test all the time. This week I've had 5 people pass the insurance exam from several different states. So ask me whatever questions you have. If you're studying, I can definitely go over some topics. If you have any questions about anything, hey guys, welcome. I am from Texas. Where are y'all from? Drop that in there. But these are some of the perks to working with our company. And like I just mentioned a minute ago, depending on your state, you could potentially get free training. It is totally free to join my company. You start off at 70% commission right off the bat. I help people get their licenses in 2 weeks, life and health. And again, totally free to join, free to get your license, all of that fun stuff. So let me know what questions y'all have, guys. And welcome, by the way. I am totally unable to sleep. It is like 12:30 where I'm at. Where are y'all at? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, Jacqueline, Jenny, Mary, Olga, welcome. So feel free to drop your questions. Let me know where y'all are at. Let me know what companies y'all are at. So what is this about? I am Vienna, the insurance exam teacher. I help people with a tutoring service and with my insurance exam course. Sorry, wrong side. Insuranceexamcourse.com, guys. I have a class that I will help you get your insurance license in 2 weeks. That is always the goal. Now, I know this is a part-time thing, side hustle for some people, so you may need to take a little bit longer. You have 60 days for that course, guys. 60 days access, because you do not need to study for more than 60 days. That is you in study mode, and that means you are not making any money as an insurance agent. You are literally just studying. All right, because you do need the license in order to sell, in order to make money. People at my company start at 70% commission. A lot of companies will start people at 20%, 30%, super low. Please don't get caught up in that if you are looking at working with an insurance company. Now, it's not bad to start off low, but it's not preferable, right? So anyways, in my class, what do you get? For 60 days, you're going to get videos, PDFs, practice questions, all of that, and I break them down a lot. If you are studying, guys, if you need help, if you failed the test, does not matter. I tutor people. This week, I had 5 people pass the insurance exam. Sounds like the script from the Primerica pyramid scheme. Okay, well, number one, Primerica is not a scheme. It is a legitimate company. It is a real company, and it is a good company in my opinion. I do not work with Primerica, but when I started in the insurance industry like 13 years ago, that is where I started. I learned a lot, got a lot of training, whatever, got out of the insurance industry, became a teacher, and then went back into the insurance industry. I did not go back with Primerica because I found other companies that paid more. Primerica will start you at like 20-30% commission. The company I found at the time started us with 55%. Right now, I start people at 70%. So you are making really good commissions, all right? Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the hearts, guys. So ask me whatever questions y'all have. But again, Primerica is not a scam. I have worked with many agents and helped them get their licenses. that work with Primerica, and a lot of them are doing really well, and they are killing it. And I've met other people on here too that are doing really well with Primerica. So just FYI, y'all, it's not a scheme. It is a legitimate company. I think it's been around since like the 60s. It used to be owned by Citigroup, but I believe it is now independent. But anyways, there are so many other insurance companies out there. My company, again, not Primerica. My company is called Powerhouse Insurance, and we are brokerage. We've got about, sorry, I'm mirroring this, so I'm a little weird, 40 plus companies we work with. It is not a paid training, guys, but I do have a program. Again, I help you get your license and all of that, where I want you to get your license in 2 weeks. That is the goal. Right now, Christmas break is coming up. A lot of us are going to be at home. We're going to have some time off from work, all of that. Perfect time to start. We do not provide free leads with our company, guys, but we do have ways to train for online and social media, things like that. But no, leads are just one of those things for us insurance agents. Even the most skilled at getting online leads and stuff, or free leads and whatnot, which is ideal, right, is going to have to put in some money. Like, that is how and what our investment is as we go to grow as an insurance agent, guys. Unfortunately, there's no real way to get around that. But it is always up to the person. Like, I myself have not paid for leads in about 3.5 years because I do well with social media. Now, I help people get to that point. I teach people how to get to that point. But if I need to, or if I feel like, yeah, you know what, I want a little bit more, I will pay for leads. I'm definitely not opposed to doing that. And does it suck? Yeah, it sucks. But it could also be a potential payout. I'll tell y'all a real shitty story that happened to me forever ago. But yes. So how much is it to join? It is totally free to join with myself, with my company. I'm not going to ask you to join to pay for joining the company. Some companies do ask you to pay to join. Not with my company. And again, you start off at 70% commission. Depending on your state, you may join my class for free, and you don't have to go through Excel or one of these other state-demanded programs. There are 22 states, so drop your state down below. Guys, go up here to my face. Again, I'm mirroring this thing. Go to my face. The very first link is a time to chat. It is a link to chat with me for 15 minutes. We'll jump on a Zoom call, and I can answer all of your questions and show you more details than this right here. And I would love to, Juliet, I'm also going to follow you, so feel free to follow me. If I can, let me see if this will let me. Feel free to DM me and stuff since you're asking questions. I'd love to give you some information. Is there ranks? What do you mean by ranks? There's commission levels, commission structures, but that's not necessarily a rank. I know that some companies will put you like division manager, REM, whatever, ED, all of those terms that I can't quite think about. So I'm going to say no. However, there are different commission levels that you hit by making specific amount of sales. And once you get to a certain level, you will go ahead and stay at that level. Like, let's say you sell for the next, it takes you 3 months to go from 70% to 75, and then you don't sell for the next 6 months and you come back after that, you're still going to be at that 75% commission level. We do not bump you down. There's no like quotas to meet or anything like that. We do life and health insurance. We do Medicare. We do annuities, retirement planning, all of that. And I'm like right in the middle of that, y'all. I can't figure out how to do this. My stupid tripod thing, y'all, is like way up here. I needed to put my thing way up here because it's like I had it in front and it just kept going like this. And then I was like, okay, you know what? It seemed like it's stuck. I'm going to go live and figure this out. Okay, let me see. It is commission based. Okay, so again, it is totally free to join the company, and I'd love to give you some information. I did follow you. Thank you for the follow, Juliet. Awesome, thank you. And guys, ask me all of your questions down below. I'm here to answer them. If you are studying, book with her. She helped me pass. Oh, thank you, Lupita. Hey, how are you? How are you doing? Tell me, how is it going with your company and everything? I love to hear. So the company that I'm with is called Powerhouse Insurance, and we represent about 40 different insurance companies. And then from there, once you are licensed and everything, we're going to tell you these are the companies we want you to get licensed with. It's always going to be up to you. So some of the companies that we do represent, NLG, Mutual of Omaha, Cigna, United Healthcare, WellPoint, off the top of my head, Augie Star, which is a not new company, but they just kind of rebranded and changed the name. I got to meet the main like personal agent for the state or whatever a months ago, and I was like, tell me about your company. I've never heard about your company. He laughed and he goes, yeah, you have. We used to be, I can't even remember, but it was the one with the deer as their logo. So those are some of the companies I'm contracted with. My favorite company, and don't tell my reps, is probably NLG. So hit the first goal, how much would I earn? It just depends. All right, so let me go ahead and explain this because I think somebody asked me this last time. This is how commission works, guys. I start people off at 70%. Now, if you go, okay, so again, mirroring this, if you sell a typical policy for about $100 a month, what the insurance company does, they multiply that by 12, and this is what the client will be paying over the first year of their policy term, $1,200. We're going to call this our annual premium. Okay, now, given whatever commission level you are at with your company, this may be a 50%, this may be a 30, 20, whatever. Again, I start people off at 70. So if this is your first policy with me and you're with my company, you sold $100 per month policy, $1,200 in annual premium. The company is going to look at that total, they multiply it by your commission level, and this right there is what you're going to get paid. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place, but basically you're getting paid $840 for this deal. The cool thing is this deal could have taken you anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. So you get $840. Now, depending on the company, depending on how they split it up, next week, let's say you close it this week, next week you're going to get about 70% of this, and 8-9 months down the road, you're going to get the rest of that. And that's just the company making sure that the customer isn't going to go and cancel and all of that in case there needs to be any situation where there's like a chargeback or something. But for that policy, you get paid $840. Again, split up into 2 payments. The following week after you make the deal, you tend to get 70% of this. And then later on down the road, you're going to get the rest of that. And I actually love it because imagine doing this, let's say 5 times, you get 5 clients. That's like a little over $4,500 for that month in payments. And you got paid, let's say $4,000 of that, right? So let's say you got paid a total of $4,500. You get paid that month $4,000. Now that $500, 8 months down the road, I know that I'm starting that month off with that $500 payment coming in regardless, plus whatever you actually work. So that is how the payments work. Now for health insurance, because my company does do health insurance, whatever the customer gets paid for, you sign a customer up for the deals and all of that, you're going to get paid $25 per person. And as my manager always says, if you sign up 40 clients for health insurance, which is like a pretty easy deal and all of that, we train you and everything, you get $1,000 in residual income. So if you sign up 40 clients this month for health insurance, and then next month you sign up another 40 clients, now you're getting $2,000 every single month right off the bat in residual income for what you did the month before, and all of that, right? So anyways, these are the 2 main payment structures for our company. Okay, guys, so okay, with AIL, I'm not sure what AIL is. Can you like tell me what it stands for? Okay, I want to make sure I totally understand that. Thank you, Lupita. I'm so happy that I got to help you. I'm so excited and super happy for you. This week I helped 5 people pass their insurance exam. Yes, we do. We do have final expense. We have final expense. We have term insurance. We have annuities. We have health insurance. We have Medicare. We have a little bit of everything, and I love it. I personally love doing annuities and retirement planning a lot more than I do the life insurance, but I definitely love doing the life insurance. I mean, how could I not with like payments like this, you know? And also you get to help people. So it's a lot of fun. Okay, guys, this is my course. This is the website for my course. But if you want to join with me, please go to my face up here because it'll be a little bit different. So set up a free 15-minute chat with me, and then we will talk about all of the details to get you into my company for free. All right. But if you're already with a different company, but you're just studying for your test and you wanted to study, you can go ahead and go to insuranceexamcourse.com, and this right here is the basis of what you get. I also do one-on-one tutoring sessions. Those are separate. Those are just like, hey, I'm going to take my test next week or in 2 weeks. I just want to go over a couple of different topics. We will meet. They are an hour long. I will give you testing study strategies to make that test easier. You go and you pass it, and that's that. That's what Lupita did with me. She did a couple of one-on-one study sessions with me. What states? All the states. I am recruiting people in every state. There's 22 states where you do not need a specific testing or study course requirement through the state and all of that. And that's where my course can come in for free. But the rest of the states do require a specific study course, and I help you with either one. Okay, so Juliet, I'm just reading the message. Do we have many cold calls, reach out to others on social media, or how? I actually do a lot of social media marketing, and I have people who schedule on my calendar. So like this week I had 4 appointments, all of them scheduled on my calendar on their own. And then I went through the appointments, did all of that, and it's a 2-step process with me. But yes, if I wanted to buy leads, technically I don't consider them cold calls, but if I wanted to buy leads because they are essentially asking for that information, I will call them and I will go ahead and do that. So those, I guess you could consider cold calls as well. But it's really, I think it's a matter of perspective, honestly. But yes, I would help you and I would train you to work on social media as well. That way you could get to the point where the majority of your clients are coming to you from social media instead of you just cold calling and cold calling and cold calling. Iowa, awesome. What if you get me 100% of what? I think it's Ari of Pedro. Okay, American Income Life, they are a good company. That's awesome. So again, Juliet, it literally just depends on what you want to do, how much you want to invest in there and all of that to get started, depending on your state. If you're like totally brand new, I think you said you already have your license, we can definitely talk about getting you signed up and all of that with some of these companies, totally free to you. All right. Hi there. Welcome. Financial Coach Clark. Welcome. No, we do not provide free leads, but I do work with people who sign up with me so that we can work with social media to get to people, to get customers and all of that, y'all. So compensation for Medicare, I actually cannot, and I'm not going to touch that subject, guys, because I personally do not do Medicare. I have the option to do it. I did it for 1 season. I do know they get really good residuals as far as that. But when I had my license for Medicare, I actually was in school. I was still a teacher and I had that teaching schedule. So I wasn't able to go and participate with the people in my office and all of that to do Medicare. And after that, I just wasn't an interest of mine. However, my company does have Medicare. You do not have to recruit people to join. That is 100% up to you if you would like to do that. But we do give you the opportunity to do that if you would like to, but we don't require it at all. So what other questions do y'all have for me, guys? Do you have questions about the insurance exam, how to go about getting your license, any of this information right here? Give me a state. I can kind of tell you what information you need for your given state. Tell me what questions y'all have. Because I've already gotten to the end of my questions. So feel free to follow me. Feel free to set up a chat with me, guys. I would love to help y'all get your insurance license. Again, if you're already with the company and all you need to do is pass that test, I help with one-on-one tutoring sessions. They are online. They are an hour long. And whatever specific subjects you have in mind, like let's say you're like, you know what, I don't understand annuities. Let's talk about annuities. We talk about annuities. I make sure you understand them. We go into the practice questions and I tell you, this is the information you need to look for. This is the question you need to look for. This and this make D the answer and not A, B, or C. And then on the next question, if we were to change this word, when they change this word, this and this and this reason is why that's the answer and these are not the answers. And that is really what I talk about and what we do during my live Saturday classes. So in my course, guys, you get a not free because it's part of it, but you get a Saturday course. It is online, it is in person, it is live, and we meet from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. So whatever questions y'all have, we talk about those. Testing strategies, study strategies for the insurance exam. I help you make sure that you know what to do, what you're going to expect when you get in there, and that way you can go and you can pass that exam. So feel free to drop your questions, guys, into the chat. Hello, Cosmic Thunder. Welcome. I love like the creative names people get on here, guys. It reminds me of when I was teaching. I used to be an 8th grade teacher, and then I got my insurance license and I started doing it literally every other Saturday. So that's literally 2-3 days a month. And by the 3rd month, I was literally matching, if not surpassing, my teaching income. I was done teaching. I was like, no more. But guys, if you're looking for a full-time job, a career change, the insurance industry is a great way to go. If you just want a side hustle that you can do a couple of hours, literally 4 to 6 hours extra per week and make about $1,000 extra, this is a great opportunity as well. It's a great way to go. So if you're looking for a side hustle, if you're looking for a career change or something to do and transition into like I did, then the insurance industry is what you should be looking at and where to go with that. Okay, guys, so ask me your questions. Hey, Danner, I hope I'm saying it right. Lulu, welcome. So ask me your questions, guys. Feel free to drop them in there. If you are studying for the insurance exam, drop questions. I do not mind going over topics. So whatever questions y'all have, what do y'all want me to go through? What do y'all want me to go over? What questions y'all have for me? Business, personal insurance. Okay, so business insurance policies, business insurance policies is more like your PNC exam. I don't currently help with that one, but personal insurance policies, yes, your term lives and your whole life policies. I cover some business policies, actually, now that I think about it. So your Keyman policies, a Keyman policy is basically a term policy. It is a 1-year policy, and that is for business purposes. Those a employer can buy it for a key employee in their business. That's why we call it key employee, a key person policy, because the employer gets to say, this individual is a key person in my company. The example that always comes up on the test is you have a architecture firm and their project manager is their key employee. Now, I'm the boss and I can buy my project manager a key person insurance policy, because if this person passes away, now my company goes under or would be in trouble. Nobody knows what to do because my head person is now gone, right? So that is your one of the types of policies. You also have a key person health insurance policy as well as a life insurance policy. Both of them are 1-year policies, so that means they are nothing more but a term policy. So that right there, we do cover that in detail in my course because that is part of your health insurance portion of your exam. Also, we will talk about your, what is it called? The one where the business owners can go ahead, buy-out, sell agreements, buy-sell agreements. So we talk about them a little bit, actually backtracking, but we definitely talk about personal policies. And again, your key person policies are nothing more than a 1-year term policy. And it makes sense for your insurance company or your employer to buy a 1-year policy as a key person policy, because what if I have this employee? What if the employee decides halfway through the year or whatever to quit, or they get in trouble and I have to fire them, right? Doesn't make sense to get a whole life policy in that case. So yes, we do talk about them a little bit, but the majority of business policies are going to be for your P&C exam. The name of the company that I represent is called Powerhouse Insurance. That is our actual company, but we represent 40 different companies. So NLG, Mutual of Omaha, Cigna, United Healthcare, all of like the ones you could probably think of. We probably have an opportunity for y'all to contract with. You are welcome. Feel free to drop more questions into the chat, guys. I am not sleepy. I was like, I'm gonna go live. I haven't gone live in a few weeks. I think like 2 or 3 weeks. And a little earlier, I actually took a 5-hour energy shot. I live off of those things, and I found one in a bag that I was cleaning up and stuff. No, so this is for the United States. I am sure that in Canada and in the United States, there's a little bit of overlap, but I really don't want to give you the wrong information or tell you that, because I'm not 100% on that. But I am in Texas, so my information is good for anybody within the 50 states. Yes, we do business in California. I would love to talk to you about it. If you're interested, guys, in working with me, feel free to go up here to my face. For those of you who don't know, I'm mirroring the thing, so it's like I'll point here thinking I'm pointing there. But anyways, click my face and then go into the comments section and set up a free 15-minute chat with me. And if you're watching this on YouTube, down in the description, there will be a link. It'll say 15-minute chat, I think, or something like that. So we can chat about the class, or we can chat about the opportunity. So feel free to drop the questions. Yes, we work with people in California. We work with people in all of the 50 states. And I can actually, now thinking about it, work with people in Canada as well. So if you're in Canada and you'd like to work with me, definitely feel free to reach out. However, I am not familiar with the Canadian life insurance exam. So I don't want to give information about that. But my company does have opportunities in Canada as well. Welcome, Ella. So feel free, guys, drop your questions into the chat. Let's talk. Let's talk about the insurance exam. If you are studying, if you are currently going through it, and I just realized I need to fix this because I erased my M. So my website is insuranceexamcourse.com, right? What do you get when you sign up with my courses? I have 2 options, guys, but in both of them, you're going to get, for 60 days, you're going to get, okay, so how do you join? How do you join my course? It would be here on this website. You can also go ahead and DM me right here. If you're talking about the business opportunity, please go to my face, click on that, DM me, and set up a free 15-minute chat with me, because that will be a little bit different. And I would love to have you on board with me. I would love to talk to you about the opportunity and to talk to you about the course as well. Okay, guys, so 60 days, you're going to get the platform, you're going to get the course and everything. You get videos, PDFs, practice questions for the insurance exam, the life and health insurance exam. Every Saturday, we meet from 9 a.m. to noon. And we will talk about the questions, we'll talk about the testing strategies, how to go about studying, because there is a specific way to study to really remember and learn the information. I was a teacher for the past, well, not the last 2, but for 14 and a half years, I was an 8th grade to high school teacher. And I know how to help people pass an exam. And I've been helping people pass the insurance exam for 4.5 years now. We do not provide free leads, but what we do is we work with you so you can learn and get good at social media. I personally have not bought leads for myself in the past 3.5 years because I get people coming in through social media. So whoever decides to work with me, I will work with you to help you learn how to do this as well. However, guys, when it comes to leads, I know it sucks. I know it sucks that we have to buy leads, but if you think about it, this is your own business. Every single business out there has to spend money for something they need. Thankfully, in the insurance industry, it is the cheapest, like literally, it's one of the cheapest industries that we have to invest into. Restaurants have to invest thousands of dollars in food that they may or may not sell for the next week, right? Because food has like a shelf life of maybe a week and a half, depending on the food. Sometimes you can freeze things, but like lettuce for salads, different things like that, you're gonna have to end up like selling within the week or you're done, right? Brick and mortar expenses, things like that, right? So insurance, again, I know it kind of sucks that we have to keep buying leads, possibly not have good outcomes with them, but that's just the cost of doing business, and all of us have to put something in. People who want to go and buy boutiques, or not buy, but start a boutique or sell clothing or any given store, they have to put in thousands of dollars and hope that they are able to sell, able to make a profit. And on top of that, they put in these thousands and thousands of dollars, and they end up maybe making a profit year 2, year 3. Insurance is one of the only ways where you can literally spend about $250, at least with my company, because you do not have to pay to join my company. Some companies will have you to pay $300, $200, and that's fine if you want to do it, but my company does not ask you to pay to join. But some companies you have to pay to join, so you could potentially spend with my company less than $125. Get your insurance license. And then if you do your own policy right off the bat, you're going to make like $800 right off the bat from that. So you get your money back. But maybe you spend $200 on leads. You sell one. You just made another $800. Why? Because this is how it works. People in my company start at 70% commission, whether you have experience or not. Actually, if you have experience and whatnot, you may be able to negotiate, not guaranteeing it, but you may be able to negotiate something a little bit higher. But right off the bat, brand new people, 70% commission, where some of the companies where they will ask you to pay $300, $200 to join will start you at 20%, 30%. We start you at 70, and it's free to join. Let's say this is how it works, $100 per month. The customer pays $100 per month. This is going to be their annual premium, their monthly premium. They multiply that by 12. Now, over the first year of their policy, they're going to pay $1,200 to the company. The company is going to look at that total number. They're going to say this person is getting 70% commission. That means we owe this person, my agent, $840. And this $840 took you maybe 4 hours to get. Might have not been one sitting, might have been over 2 days or 3 days or whatever, but for that one policy, you made $840. That's how it works. What is the highest percentage it goes up to? I'm honestly, with my company, I should know. I am not 100% sure. I want to say it's like 140%. It might be higher, but I'm at a 105 if that makes you feel better. So, but this is where we start. And once you get to that 75, 80, 85, you do not lose it. So the very first company that I was with insurance guys, the one thing that sucked and always like pissed me off and annoyed me was that they were like, okay, they started me off at 25%. I literally went to a meeting. I joined the company. I got all excited. I was a cheap date type of a thing because I went to a meeting. Everybody was excited. They did like a raffle thing and I won the raffle. There was a number under my chair. They did this game or whatever. It was a big old group of people. And my chair had a number under it that they were like, oh, come spin the wheel. So I went and I spun the wheel. They gave me a free book or whatever and I won the prize. I was all excited. So I joined. I paid the $150 whatever to join. And they started me off at 25%. They started me off at 25%. They said you need to recruit 3 people and then you get to 30%. So I went, I recruited 3 people. I got my 30%. Then one person left and they bumped me back down to 25. And then I would go recruit 3 more and I got up to 30. I was all excited. Then they'd one leave and one would bump me. And then I recruited 5 people and I got to 35%. I was super happy. And then 1 or 2 would leave and I bumped back down and that sucked. And now I know that the company doesn't do that anymore. But back then, 15-something years ago, so don't come at me if you know what company I'm talking about and tell me you're lying. This was like 15-ish years ago when I started in insurance. And that's what that company did. All right. So anyways, that kind of sucked. With this company, once you get to a specific level, you do not get bumped down. We don't have quotas. Again, you start off at 70. I want to say maybe 140 the highest. You do not have to recruit. If you want to recruit, you're totally welcome to do that. We encourage you, but we do not require it. Like, if you want to, awesome. If you don't, awesome. We're good with either, whatever you choose. All right. So it's totally up to you, because I know that there are some people who like love it and they want to recruit and they're totally the team people. And then there's other people that are like, leave me alone. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And yeah, I don't want to deal with this or that or whatever. And we welcome everybody. So whatever you want to do is fine. Yes, so we do. We have access to everything. Term life, whole life, annuities. Annuities, pension planning, all of those things. So we have pretty much everything in the books. Medicare, health insurance, accidental health, major medical, everything. Is there something specifically you're looking to offer? So maybe like if there's a specific thing, I can tell you, yes, we do that, or no, we don't do that one. But yeah, we have a good variety. We try to be a one-stop shop for our customers. So we do not provide leads. So leads, that's what I was saying a little bit ago. We will teach you and we will show you how to go off of social media. So I, for example, haven't bought leads in about 3.5 years. Is this like Primerica? So similarities, but we are not Primerica. First of all, with Primerica, you do have to pay to join. With my company, it is totally free to join. I'm not going to ask you to pay anything to join our company. Depending on your state, your training could potentially be totally free through me. So please make sure that you click on my face up here so we can talk about that. 40 different companies that you could join. So Primerica only offers term insurance, and then they ask you eventually to get your Series 6, Series 7 licenses, so you can also do investments in like stock markets and things like that with customers. We don't do, well, some companies do that. I'm not going to say we don't. Most of our agents don't, but we will work with customers for annuities. We'll work with different different types of savings accounts, things like that. Primerica, essentially, you do have to recruit to get to those higher commission levels. You do have to recruit to get a better return and all of that. With us, you don't have to recruit if you would not like to. It's really just up to you. We start you off at 70%. Primerica tends to start people off at 30%. So it's similar type of a structure, but we're not Primerica. So feel free, guys, drop your questions down in the comments. I'm loving all the questions. Thank you so much. And oh my God, I'm only at 4 hearts. Y'all tap the screen a little bit. Let's get at least to 100. And that's totally like, I don't think they're counting us, because earlier, like, I saw a lot of little hearts come up. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you. Yay, y'all are awesome. We're at 155. Okay, 179. Awesome. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. So guys, like I said, if you want to join, if you're ready to join, tap my face up here. And the very first link, it's a free, it's a link for a free 15-minute chat. We will jump on a Zoom call. You'll get it in your email and all of that. And then we will talk more detail. I'll be able to give you all of the bits of information and everything in greater detail. But if you are already with an insurance company, totally amazing. Congratulations. You are encountering and going into one of the best industries, in my opinion. And I help people get their insurance licenses. This is my website, one of my websites, insuranceexamcourse.com. If you need help passing the insurance exam, this is what you get with my courses. So this is my basic just class course for 60 days. You are going to get videos, you're going to get PDFs, practice questions, all of that in your own login details. Plus, for the whole 60 days, you're going to be able to join me and other people in the course every Saturday in a live class from 9 a.m. to 12 Central. We go over questions, study materials, study strategies to make it easier to remember and to learn the information. And we also go over testing strategies so that way when you walk into the exam room, you know exactly what to expect, how to take this test, and pass it like that. This week I had 5 people pass, super excited for them. So again, this is my basic course. Now, if you go with my tutoring course, you're gonna get all this plus a one-on-one tutoring session with me that we'll do like a couple days before your actual test. Yes, totally. You could write your own policies. So my company actually doesn't do PNC. That is one thing we're not focused on or doing at the moment. But yes, it doesn't matter what company you decide to go with. If you are doing PNC, you are more than welcome to write for yourself. You could write your own car insurance, home insurance, life insurance, your own annuities for you and your family, 100%. And I mean, when you decide to join, when you get your licenses and stuff, you should at some point or another be your own client, right? Because that way you'll be able to tell your customers, hey, this was the process. I myself have this and all of that. It just kind of makes it a little bit easier to describe things. It's more relatable, all of that, right? Plus, you want to make sure you're protecting yourself above others, right? Which is one of those things that having this background, having this knowledge really does help us get and really does help us do well. Yes, we do Medicare and we do have Medicare training as well. We have a lot of training for Medicare and all of that. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier, I'm not sure if you were here, I personally do not do Medicare myself, but I know that there is a lot of training. I may do it come February. I may go ahead and just try it. The last time that I did it, I was working as a full-time teacher. So it was just, I got my license because I got excited. It was like my company did not sell Medicare. Then we got the ability to do it. Everybody in my office went crazy and excited and we did it. But I was just always working at school or usually had something else going on and could not go to like the Medicare events and the trainings and whatever that my company offered. This coming year, I'm not working as a teacher anymore. I was able to quit thanks to insurance. So I may do Medicare this coming year, but yes, we offer that. Oh, that is awesome. See, that's something I'm not even sure about either. I'm not sure exactly how the commissions for Medicare work, but if you're telling me that there's a commission increase, like, is that just in general for everybody? That's amazing. Hopefully that's just across the board. Awesome. They're great. That's awesome. I'm looking at your profile picture. I'm trying to look at your profile picture. Is it the little mouse? Is it Jerry? That's cute. I think I see a little Jerry. It's like this big for me though. Sorry, y'all. So, yes, guys. Oh, awesome. Excited to meet with you. And it's me, Nana. I'm excited to meet with you. So guys, again, if you want to meet with me tomorrow, if you have questions and all of that, if you go up here to my face, go to my profile link, and then that'll show you the very first link is like a free 15-minute chat with me. And then we can go ahead and meet. I can give you all of the details and all of the bits of information. No, we do. We have a CRM ready to go. I'm trying to get to where the light does not reflect in the middle of this, y'all. That's why I'm moving. But yeah, no, we do have a CRM in place. Thank you so much for the hearts. Oh my God, we're almost at 1,000. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much, guys. So what other questions y'all have for me? Feel free to drop your questions into the chat. And where y'all at? What time is it for everybody right now? Because right now for me, it is now 1:02 a.m. That's crazy. I feel like the time is just slipping by like this, y'all. And it's already like the 17th of December. What is happening, right? It's insane. I feel like literally this year disappeared. Just flew by. I'm getting like flashbacks to those videos of the drones with this. That's so annoying. I'm sorry, y'all. So feel free to ask me, guys, whatever questions you have. Again, if you want to get your insurance license, if you want to get your insurance course. I sell life insurance, I sell health insurance, I sell annuities. We do in my company sell Medicare, although I personally do not like dealing with Medicare. Pension planning, retirement planning, credit repair, all of that we offer. Well, I personally don't do the credit repair. I have a partner that does that. But if somebody were interested in that, we have referral partners that we can help with all of that. Thank you for the follow. Making Money with Wesley. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to follow you back. Let me see if I can get on there. Hey Heidi, welcome. So Heidi, I help people pass the insurance exam. I have a course, theinsuranceexamcourse.com, and I'm also recruiting people. So if you've been looking for a part-time job or a career change or something to do in the process of getting that career change like I did when I started, I was a full-time teacher. I literally did insurance 2 days a month, sometimes 3, every other Saturday. And eventually I was able to match my teaching income, and I just quit teaching because I was like, this is better. The pay is better, plus the hours are a hell of a lot less, and it's just a lot less stressful. And if you're a teacher, ever been a teacher, all of that, you know what I'm talking about. It is crazy. But welcome, Sabrina. Welcome, y'all. Feel free to drop your questions about the insurance exam or this company that I'm talking about into the chat. So what do I offer with my team, with my group? It is totally free to join. You do not have to pay anything to join this company. Some companies you will be asked to pay $200, $300, whatever to start with them. They tend to start you at like a 60% or 30% commission level. Guys, be wary of that. If you have to pay to join the company and they're starting you off at a low commission level, just look for other options. When I started, I did end up paying. This was like 15 years ago when I started in insurance, and they started me at a 20% commission level. I didn't do my research. I literally went to an event, to a meeting, and I won something. I got excited. They were like, oh, you know, you won this, whatever, you should join us. I said, let's do it. And I don't regret it. It was just a lot of fun. But I was unaware. I did not do my research. I was like 20. And I was excited. I was happy. The meeting was fun. So I was like, okay, cool. And I did okay with them, but I was at 20%, and they would tell me, okay, so to get to 30%, or actually it was 25, they would increase this by increments of 5. You need to recruit 3 people and sell whatever. So then I'd get to that 25%, recruit the 3 people, sell whatever, and then they would bump me back down to 20 when somebody would leave. Then I would get to 30%. I recruited 5 people suddenly, and I sold whatever the requirement was, and then somebody would leave or 2 people would leave, and they'd bump me back down to 20%. That sucked. So our commission stays at 70%, and once you get to 75, 80, 90, whatever, and above, you stay there. We do not bump you down, but right off the bat, we start you at 70% commission level. And this is how the payments work. All right, so if you sell a policy of $100 a month, that pretty much is typical for life insurance. This is what the customer pays each month. Then for 12 months, the company is going to multiply that by 12. This is what they're going to pay the first year of their policy. The company is then going to take that amount, the $1,200, by your commission level, whatever that may be. So 70% in this example, because that's where we start our agents off at. You get paid $840. And this might have taken you 4 hours to do. So can you see how I matched my teaching income, just working 2 days a week, or a month, I mean? And then eventually by the 3rd month, I got better at it. I did more and all of that. I was surpassing that teaching income. So yes, this right here, guys, awesome, right? It is commission based, but it's good commission. So how do you increase percentages? Is it an annual premium or volume? It is volume. So once you hit certain sales milestones, you will get those commission increases. And somebody asked me earlier, what is the highest amount of commission that you get with my company? I think it's 140. It might be 160, but I want to say it's 140. I myself am at 105. I know there are definitely people who are higher than me. I should know the total or the highest amount, but I want to say it's 140 with my company. It might be 160 though. But yes, basically you sell a specific amount. I believe the first milestone is 10,000. So once you sell your first 10,000 in premium, then you get up to your 75%. And once you hit that specific amount, you're never going to get bumped down. Okay, so please clarify for the people chargebacks, because this is advance pay. Okay, so chargebacks and advance pay are different. So yes, guys, so basically what he's talking about, or who's this, Trish with dogs. Okay, what Trish is talking about, so what the company is going to do is they're going to take this 840. Then they are going to pay a specific percentage of this to you next week. And the rest of it, let's say it's a 70-30 split. Each company does a different amount. Let's say it's 70-30. You're going to get 70% of this next week. And that 30%, they're going to wait maybe 7, maybe 8 months. And in 8 months, if the customer has not canceled the policy, they will give you that 30%. So I don't mind that. Honestly, some people are like, oh, it sucks, but honestly, it doesn't. Like, what is 70% of 840? It's probably like $670. So you're going to get $670 next week for 4 hours worth of work, right? And I never minded it. I liked it. I would take a notebook and I'd write it down, and I had a calendar. So being organized is super important. But let's say it's like, what did I say? 640. Let's just say it's $640. I'm going to get paid $640 next week. And the other 200, I already know that no matter what, I mean, okay, unless the customer cancels, which if you are good with the customer, you sell their policy and all of that, you are going to get that money. Regardless, the company is not gatekeeping it or stealing it or whatever, or trying to keep it. They're trying to protect themselves and protecting the agent. So you're going to get $200 come 8 months down the road, whatever it is. If you're in January and August, I liked it because I would take my notebook and be like, in August, I'm going to get $200. And if I got 1,500, like that extra added up, I know, and I'm happy because I know that in August, no matter what I do, or if I do or don't do anything, I've done enough work in January to August, I'm going to be receiving 1,500, right? In this case, $200. But the more policies you do, the more it adds up. And that's literally what I would start my months off with. And I'd be like, oh, this is awesome. This month, if I don't do any work, if I don't sell anything, if I don't whatever, I'm going to get $2,000 regardless, because I already sold all of that 8 months ago. So anyways, that is how it works. Now a chargeback, let's say that your customer does go ahead and cancel that policy. They paid you $640, 3 months in, 5 months in, whatever it is, the company is going to ask you to pay that money back because they paid you that money, assuming that yes, they're gonna get 1,200. The customer canceled 3, 4, 5 months into the policy. They're gonna ask you to pay that back. Some companies will literally contact you, be like, hey, you owe us some money back. Some companies are gonna say, hey, we're gonna put this on your record, and as you're selling, they're gonna deduct that from your pay. So yes, chargebacks suck. But again, they're a drawback to to being an insurance agent or any type of a commission-based position, right? So not everything is perfect, and yes, that is what they are talking about. So advance pay and chargebacks, that's what that means. So what company is this? This company is called Powerhouse Insurance. And as far as what carriers we have 40 plus carriers. So National Life Group, Mutual of Omaha. Oh, I can't think of the one with the dog. But anyways, Cigna, F&G, Fidelity, United Healthcare, WellPoint. Mutual of Omaha does some accidental policies as well, some health policies. But we have 40 different carriers, but the company itself is Powerhouse Insurance. Okay, thank you. BS from PA and others. I'm not sure what that means, but thank you for the compliment, Tucker. So what other incentives does the company offer? Well, you do get to work from home if you would like to. I think that's a pretty awesome incentive, for me at least. So when you're selling FEX policies, the cancellation rate is high. Then don't sell those. I don't know. What is FEX? Final expense? Okay, final expense. I'm assuming that's what FEX means. I actually haven't had that problem, honestly. Like, I'm trying to think back at my final expense clients and stuff. Honestly, to begin with, chargebacks, I think I've only ever experienced that 3 or 4 times in like 5 years of my career. So it just depends on the customer, how you sell it, what you do. I'm sorry that you've apparently had that experience. Maybe the company you've been dealing with has really high prices or something. I don't know what's been going on with that. Most IMOs gatekeep IULs and annuities. Not with me. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, honestly, because IULs is a lot of what I sell, and annuities, I love annuities. I deal with annuities all the time. In fact, I would rather sell an annuity all day long over a life insurance policy. For me personally, I like annuities, I like life insurance, I like credit, and then I would put like personal life insurance at the end. But yeah, Trish, it just depends. Like, honestly, like I said, I haven't had that many chargebacks in my career. So if you've been experiencing that a lot, I would maybe look at different carriers or different companies or different training or something else. And that's just me being honest. Like, I'm not sure exactly what all. You had the same products I do. Probably. But there's obviously some kind of a disconnect or something there. Hey there, Flying Man CPA. So what other questions do y'all have for me, guys? What other questions do y'all have? Hi there, Cheryl. Welcome. Welcome, y'all. So I am Vienna, the insurance exam teacher. I help people get their insurance exams. I have a course that I use to help them pass the insurance exam with. This week alone, I had 5 people pass the insurance exam. Last week, I had 4 people pass the insurance exam. I do this with one-on-one tutorings. If you're like, I don't want a course, I just need like 2 or 3 study sessions, whatever, then we will do those 2 or 3 study sessions. I also do one-on-one courses that are basically a la carte. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm gonna follow you back. Got you. Oh, it is. It is the little mouse from Tom and Jerry. I never know which is which. Is the little mouse Tom or is the little mouse Jerry? Is it Jerry? I think it's Jerry, right? Cat's the Tom. Tom's the cat. Anyways, please tell me if I'm right on here or if I'm wrong on that. Oh, oops. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't start like, I kicked my tripod. Hopefully it doesn't start sinking on us. Earlier it was sinking like real bad. I think it even sunk a little bit right now. Maybe it was just that I kicked it. Anyways, guys, I help people pass the insurance exam. I do one-on-one study sessions. With the one-on-one study sessions, they're just going to be an hour long. They're going to be on Zoom, just me and that one person. I do provide PDF with study material. We go over study strategies for the exam, testing strategies for the exam. And if you are just interested in the testing ebook, I do have that listed up here. If you go to my face and download that, I do have it available up there. And that's not going to be stupid tips like make sure you get a good night's sleep, make sure you eat, and all of that for the test, because that doesn't work for everybody. In fact, when I took my teacher certification exam, I studied pretty much all night. I couldn't sleep because, as y'all can tell, it's like 1:17 a.m. and I'm still fully awake and stuff, so I'm a bit of a night owl. But come like 6, 7 a.m., I'm like wanting to sleep. But anyways, this given day, I had to go take my test. It was like at 8:30 a.m. or so. My mom drove me. She's like, you can't go. I was just nervous because everybody said that the damn test was so hard. I even had other teachers in my school tell me, oh, don't worry if you don't pass it the first time. It took me 4 times to pass it. Oh, it takes everybody 2 or 3 times to pass it. So I was like, what the hell is up with this English test? It was the English exam to teach English through 6th grade through high school or 7th through high school, whatever, right? And I studied my butt off. Even my principal, I remember telling him, like, I'm doing the practice exams and I'm getting, like, I think it was 260s, 240s. And he goes, oh, that's good. You need a 270 though to pass. I was like, what? So anyways, I was freaking out. I was studying like crazy. And I was like, that night before, I was just like nervous as hell. So the morning, I couldn't sleep. I was just reading the book and all this and all that night. I think I slept an hour and a half. My mom saw me that morning. She goes, you can't drive. And she decides, hey, your favorite notary. Oh my God, I love your stuff. Welcome. So guys, my mom looked at me. She's like, you can't drive. It was like an hour and a half drive to the testing center or whatever. And she took me to the testing center. Hey there. And, then she's like, oh, you need to eat before the test. It's a 5-hour test. You need to make sure to eat. And I was like, no, if I eat, I'm going to pass out. And she's like, no, you need to eat. You need to eat before the test, whatever. I was like, fine. So we went to McDonald's. I grabbed a biscuit and I ate. I go into the testing center, which is like this big, had like 7 or 8 computers, like literally back to back. Like the chairs were like this. And, it was cold. It was so cold. And I had just eaten. And I knew that if I eat, I'm going to want to sleep in like the next 30 to 40 minutes. Anyways, I did 20 or 30 questions. No, I did 20-ish questions, passed out, woke up 4 hours later with like 30 to 40 minutes on the clock to do 80 more multiple choice questions, write 2 whole essays, and then read a story and answer like multiple choice questions, kind of like English exam, high school English exam, star testing exam style. And I woke up with like 40 minutes on the clock because they say, right, the typical testing tip, make sure that you eat and that you sleep and whatever. That doesn't work for everybody. So I killed the keyboard. I'm surprised I didn't break it. And from the next 40 minutes-ish, I did 80 questions, 2 essays, and then I did my story and answered those questions, and some of them had like the short form essays too, and I came out of there totally sure that I fucking failed that test. Anyways, my mom was like outside waiting for me 5 hours later, right? And she goes, how'd it go? I was like, I know I failed it. I paid $250 for it or whatever it was. And I just said, okay, my next paycheck, I'm putting that money away because I know I failed it. And I passed, guys. I passed the test by like that much, which didn't matter to me because I passed it. I was still able to teach English after that and whatever, right? So I always tell people when it comes to your insurance exam, I'm not looking for you to get a perfect score. I'm not looking for you to get like 100 or whatever. 80%, 90%. It'd be great if they did because then I can brag that I had a student get a perfect score on the insurance exam, but it's not something that I'm wanting or looking for. I break the information down, so simple to understand, so easy to understand. And guys, there's like this much information. Where's my hand? What the hell? There's this much information for the insurance exam, but I tell you we need to focus here so that we can get you to your 70 or your passing score, whatever that is in your state. So, hey, welcome. I help people pass the insurance exam. Ask me your questions. I'm also recruiting people. So if you are wanting to join the insurance industry, if you want to get your license, if you want to start selling insurance, I help you get started. I am recruiting people. It is 100% free to join my company. Some companies will ask you to pay $200, $300 to join their company. I do not. And then I also offer free training. So depending on your state, there's 22 states where you do not need to pay for a specific training, course and all of that. So if you are in one of those 22 states, I've got you. You will sign up for my course, and then I'm going to help you get your license. Then we have 40 companies, 40 carriers that you can sign up with. So you decide who you want to sell with and what you want to sell. And then you get a chance to work from home, so that's freaking awesome too. If you're interested, feel free to check my face over here, sign up with me, set up a free 15-minute chat. It is going to be the first link on my profile. And then, like I said, licensing class provided by yours truly. Now, guys, I help people get their insurance exam all the time. And if you are already with the company and you're just like, I just need to study for my test, I'm not interested in joining with you or working with you, that's awesome. Let's go ahead and study together. My course, insuranceexamcourse.com, this right here, sorry y'all, is going to help you pass the insurance exam. I break the information down so simple, so easy to understand. You get access to it for 60 days. Why? Because I tell people to pass it in 2 weeks, and I get people to pass it in 2 weeks. However, if you want to have to spend a little bit more time doing it, if you need to study a little bit more, that's fine. 4 weeks. However, I give you access to 60 days, but I do not want you in study mode for 60 days. So one of the first things I'm going to tell you is schedule your test. Don't procrastinate on that. Give yourself a deadline. That's step number one. And the next thing you get for the 60 days, you're going to get videos, PDFs, practice questions, all of those things to help you study and pass your exam. And then every single Saturday, we will jump on a live class from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. I'm trying not to, that reminds me of the damn orbs, y'all. Anyways, 9 a.m. to 12 noon, perfect, we got it. We will be, Central Time, we will be on a live Zoom class where we will go over study strategies, questions from the exam. We're going to break them down. I'm going to give you study tips. I'm going to give you testing strategies too to make sure you go in there, you know what to expect, what's going on, how to get through your test fast, easy, and how to pass it, most importantly. So the testing strategies, study routines. I also have an ebook, guys. If you go to my face up here, go look for my ebook. It's going to give you the actual tips that you need to pass your exam, and it doesn't matter what exam you're taking, all right? Hey there, welcome to my life. So check it out, and if you are on YouTube, check it out down in the description. I've got other videos that'll help you pass your insurance exam. I've got other information about being an insurance agent, how to go about being an insurance agent, how to start in the insurance industry. I have got you. So drop your questions down below in the chat. Set up a free 15-minute chat with me and let's talk about it. So guys, I'm about to jump off. If y'all have any questions, I will stay, but does anyone have questions for me? Let me know. I don't see any questions though. All right, guys, well, have a good night and have a good day, I should say, because it's already like 2 a.m., but I will see y'all soon. Bye.